Hello Marvel fans and welcome to another Smurd video. So first of all I just want to say thank you for those who have continued to watch my weekly doses of Marvel Legend X-Men. We've now just we've just gone past the 50th mark. So for this week I've got 5 figures to share, 4 you can see and 1 is a surprise. I wonder if you can guess which one it is before I get there. So this week I'm kind of focusing on Weapon X and Wolverine. So I'm going to call this weekly one the Wolverine show, so to speak. So I'll get running through these. So first of all we've got Sasquatch, and he's from the Alpha Flight team. And to be honest with you, I never read Alpha Flight, but from what I gather from other fans, it is a really good series, especially the classic stuff. I like most of the classic stuff, especially like New Mutants, the Uncanny in the 70s and 80s. Those sort of areas really were quality for me. And when you first meet Alpha Flight, they kind of run up against X-Men. Later on you realise it's because, you know, Wolverine joined the X-Men and they didn't like it, even though it was for a mission, which you find out in X-Men Legacy crossover with Wolverine and it's X-Men Origins, etc. So, you know, they butt heads. But I think, you know, you see them quite a bit. They did a few crossovers. One which I really like, the Asgardian Wars. And, you know, that for me was some top storytelling. And, you know, a lot of stories were really good. So in terms of this figure, the figure itself is a really nice figure. You can see the kind of detail actually put into these figures back then. This was part of the Apocalypse Builder figure, and you know, this is when they were at their prime, where they were doing top quality figures before they kind of fell down, tumble into earth. But yes, really nice figure. So if you can still get him, I recommend it. They did a white Sasquatch, and I couldn't understand why. I think in an episode of the Hulk, he was white, but don't quote me on that. I don't know much about their history, etc. But yeah, really good start to Alpha Flight. Shame we've not actually got many more figures from Alpha Flight. Next up, we have Wolverine from the Puck Wave, and I'll be quite frank with you, I don't know what this uniform is about. I don't think I've ever seen this kind of uniform, so I couldn't really get a good view on his head sculpt. But nonetheless, I had to have him. I wanted a new one, and he's based on the Hyperion mold, which I believe has been used for lots of things. Venoms, Beasts, Hyperion, the original. So yeah, it's a good mold, it works, it's fun. But yeah, I just like the classic version, and it's just a shame we didn't get an updated classic version. So he's probably a good fit if you don't have the original Series 6 version. But other than that, you could probably miss him. Right now, you're probably wondering, why have I got this ugly looking Viper in this mix? Well, at some point, I don't know how, I don't know why, but she married Wolverine or Logan. I don't know how. And if I remember correctly, I think she tried to kill Mariko, and I think it was Rogue who saved Mariko and earned Wolverine's respect, etc. But yeah, this figure, it was cool. It was so cool that I didn't even notice it was coming out because I was too busy waiting for Moonstone, and that never happened. But this was out, so I grabbed it. I think it's a bit of a letdown, a bit of a shame. But you know, this figure, if you put Mystique's face on it, it actually works. So, you know, sorry about that. My battery seemed to have run out. So, yeah, add Mystique's body, perfect. But this, yeah, only get it if you're really a Viper fan, I guess. Next up is Weapon X, and this figure I love. And at the time, I think we was getting quite a few Wolverines, Series 6 Wolverine, etc. But this I had to have, and you get an alternative head. I actually have it on me, but it's pretty cool. And, you know, it's definitely worth it. It comes with a little tub. If you can get the tub, you can put in a little Quiro tub, as it's called, and do Weapon X thingies. Have him jumping out, ripping up guards. I don't know. But yeah, the detail on this figure is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so I went digging around and I found the head. Oh, let's get a bit of focus. And I've got to say, what a nice head sculpt that is. It really shows the feral, can't even say it, feral side of Weapon X out there after he's lost his controlling headset. So yeah, if you can get the graphic novel as well, this story and the artwork was amazing. I read it in the early 90s. I can't remember exactly when it came out, but for me it was one of the first real stories that I read as a kid. And you know, yes, it's gory, but it's perfect storytelling. And just in case you didn't guess, yes, it's Build-A-Figure Puck. This is our special guest or figure. And this was at a time where Hasbro were just getting back into the game, and we were getting some smaller Build-A-Figures, I guess, to save costs, etc. But they were new. So, you know, I've got to say that this figure is perfect. And, you know, I like Puck. I've read him in a few books, such as Uncanny X-Force, and, you know, I think he's pretty cool. So, yeah, worth getting if you can get him. I know he's very hard to get. Especially Emma Frost. I've never even got the Emma Frost. The only thing I'm kind of disappointed is I never picked up Vindicator from Alpha Flight. One day maybe I'll get him, but for now I'll have to stick with what I've got, and hopefully I can add him to the collection at some point. So just to finish off this video, we got Viper giving a few shots, we got Wolverine and Sabretooth sparring, and then we've got Puck getting a fastball special, which I'm sure Wolverine would be proud of, from Sasquatch. So I hope you've liked this video. Let me know what figures you have, what you don't have, what you like, what you don't like. You know, Viper, does she work as Mystique? Tell me, talk to me. Thank you for watching and have a good evening. Bye.